Good morning, students. Welcome back to online class. Today we are going to discuss images formed by spherical mirrors. In the last class already we discussed the important terms is related to the spherical mirrors. What are the important related terms? One is focal length, second one is the principal focus, principal axis, radius of curvature, center of curvature, pole. Are you studied, ma? Okay, now let us move on to how the images will be formed by a concave mirror as well as the convex mirror. The first one, the images formed by a concave mirror. See the diagram. First one is given as the position of an object is infinity. So where we have to keep the object? The object is located at the infinity point. So it's emitted a parallel beam of light rays. So here the blue color lines are given. No, this is taken as a instant beam of light. Okay, the instant light rays are. It falls on the concave mirror. It falls on the concave mirror. So what happens? The light ray is falls on the mirror. It's reflected. Instead, after the reflections, what happens here? It's a particular one point. The ray will be converged. In which point the ray will be converged? This point the ray will be converged. So this point only is called as what point? This is taken as a principal focus. Instead, so in the F point, both the rays will be converged. So here the object is located at the infinity point. In the where the rays will be is converged, in this point only the image will be formed. So where is image formed here? At the focal point or in the focus point only. What is the size of the image? Is highly diminished. Diminished means very very small. It looks like as a point size only. So it gives us a real image and the inverted. Where we have to use the concave mirror or in the convex mirror, it's depending upon the mirrors only it could able to produce us the image or in the nature of the image also. Mostly the concave mirrors, it gives us a real and inverted image. In the convex mirror, it gives us a virtual, it's imaginary, and also a erect image only. Erect means straight. Okay. So the first case is what? The object is located at the infinity point. Where the image will be formed? The image is formed at the focus point. The image will be formed at which point? In the focus point only. This is the first case. Okay. And let us move on to the second case. Suppose the object is located beyond C. Beyond C means what? This is taken as the center of the curvature. So where we have to keep the object is the back side. It is taken as a beyond the C. So AB is taken as the object. So this is taken as the center of the curvature. So the object is located beyond the C. So we have to apply the rules also. Here the light ray. This is taken as an instant ray. This instant ray, it falls on the mirror. After the reflection, the light will be passes through the principal focus. Passes through the which point? Principal focus. And again the light will be passes. And in this point only, where the image will be formed, it formed between the C and F point only. The image will be formed in between the C and the F point only. The image is given now. This is taken as A dash B dash. A dash B dash is taken as a image. For the 8th standard, you don't have diagrams. That's a ray diagrams is not given. But if you know the ray diagrams only, you could able to understand the tabular column. That's why I am giving this one. So the AB is taken as an object. And the object is beyond C, the image will be formed in between the C and the F only. So we could able to see the image, it's needed. So the image is taken as a diminished one, but it could able to give us a real and inverted image. So the image is formed at F, and here the image is formed in between the C and the F. Okay. So next we have to move on to, suppose the object is located at the center of the curvature. At the center of the curvature. So this is taken as a object. AB is taken as an object. After the reflection, the image will be formed at the same point only. Here it is given A dash B dash no. So the same size of the image will be formed. So it's understood the object is located at the center of the curvature. It gives us a same size of the object and real and inverted image will be formed at the center of the curvature point only. So the position of the object is C. The position of the image is at C and the image size is same size as the object and it gives us real and inverted image. And fourth one, suppose the object is located in between the center of the curvature and the principal focus. In between the point only we have to keep what? The object. So where the image will be formed here? Here the image will be formed in this point A dash B dash. This is taken as what point? Beyond the C. So the object is located in between the center of the curvature and the principal focus. It forms the image beyond C. So compared to the object size and the image size will be magnified. It's enlarged, isn't it? And here also it gives us real and inverted image. And let's move on to the next case. Suppose the object is located at the F point. What is F? F is nothing but principal focus, isn't it? So the object is located at the principal focus. The light will be falls on. The light is falls on the mirror and afterwards the light rays will be reflected. The reflected rays, it forms the image, but we could not able to see the image in this place because the image is formed at infinity point. Where the image will be formed? It's infinity point. We could not able to see the image. It's highly magnified. So what is the image size? Highly magnified. The nature of the image is real and inverted. Are you understand, children? So next we ought to move on to one more type. The position of an object between a principal focus and to the pole of the mirror. So this is taken as the principal focus and this is taken as the pole of the mirror. The pole of the mirror. So in between only we have to keep the object. So the object AB is taken as an object. It's in between the principal focus and the pole of the mirror where the image will be formed. The image will be formed behind the mirror only. So behind the mirror the image will be formed. Mean what kind of the mirror? This is taken as a virtual image. What kind of the image? Virtual. It's imaginary. It gives us a magnified image only. So in between the principal focus and the pole of the mirror, the image can be produced behind the mirror only. What is the size of the image? Magnified. And what is the nature of the image? Virtual and erect. Are you understand, children? Let us see the summary of the diagrams. It's an important 5-mark question. The position of an object. You have to write this tabular column format only. The position of an object is at infinity. So where the image will be formed? It formed as the focal point or in the focus point. What is the image size? Highly diminished, real and inverted. Suppose the object is located beyond C. So the image will be formed C and F. What is the size of the image? Diminished. The nature of the image is real and inverted. Suppose the object is located at the center of the curvature. The image will be formed at center of the curvature. The size of the image is same size of the object and it gives us real and inverted image. Suppose the object is located in between the center of the curvature and the principal focus. It forms the image beyond C. What is C? Center of the curvature. What is the size of the image? Magnified. What is the nature of the image? Real and inverted. Suppose the object is located at F point. What is F? Principal focus or focus. What is the nature of what is the position of the image? At infinity. See the first one and the fifth one, it's a reverse one is needed, and this is taken as highly magnified image size, and the nature of the image is real and inverted. Suppose the object is in between the principal focus and the pole of the mirror, the image can be reproduced behind the mirror. The nature of the image is virtual and erect. The size of the image is magnified. Are you understand, children? So next we have to move on to the image is formed by a convex mirror. Here the two cases only is given, it can be obtained. Suppose the object is located at the infinity point. See the second diagram. The object is located at the infinity point. So AB is taken as the object, and here the image what the light will be is reflected, it's outer side. This is taken as a convex mirror, and after the light will be is reflected. The reflected ray only comes for the extended form. It passes through the principal focus point. So this point only the image will be formed. This is only is taken as the image formed by a convex mirror. So the object is located at the infinity point. The position of the image is at F. That is taken as a principal focus at F. And the size of the image is highly diminished. It looks like as a point size only. It gives us a virtual and erect image. Suppose the object is located in between the infinity and to the pole of the mirror. Where the object is located in between the infinity and the pole of the mirror, it could able to form the image between the principal focus and the pole of the mirror. Where the object will be formed, the principal focus and to the pole of the mirror only. So it gives us a virtual image and also erect. Erect means straight. See the previous concave mirrors also always the image is given as a downward arrow mark only, isn't it? So this is taken as the object, AB object. This is object, and this is given for image for the concave mirror. But in the convex mirror, it always gives us a virtual image only. So the object is also is taken as a upward arrow mark, and image also is taken as a upward arrow mark only. This is only is taken as a erect, virtual and erect image. Are you understand, ma? So next we have to move on to the summary of this diagram also. The object is located at the infinity point. The image will be formed at principal focus. The nature of the image is virtual and erect. The size of the image is highly diminished. It's a point-sized image only. Suppose the object is located in between the infinity and the pole. The image is formed between the principal focus and the pole of the mirror. The image size is diminished, and nature of the image is virtual and erect. I hope students you understood the image formations by the spherical mirrors. Okay, now let us move on to what are the applications of the curved mirrors. It's nothing but the concave mirrors and the convex mirrors. So first we got to move on to the uses of concave mirrors. Concave mirrors are used while applying the makeup or shaving, as they provide a magnified image. That is the ordinary water, the makeup mirrors. And second one, they are used in torches, searchlights and headlights, as they direct the light to a long distance. So it is used for the torchlight. The concave mirrors are used. And third one, they can collect the light from a larger area and focus it into a small spot. Hence, they are used in solar cookers. So the sun rays falls on the mirrors, and afterwards all the light rays are converged at a particular one point. It could able to provide changes the energy formations also. The light energy is converted into the hot energy, that is a heat energy. The heat energy is utilized for the preparation of the food, that is used in the solar cookers. And they are used as head mirrors by doctors to examine the eye, ear and throat, as they provide a shadow-free illumination of the organs. We could able to see that organs clearly with the help of the concave mirror. And they are also used in reflecting telescopes. So these are the uses of concave mirrors. So it is used for the makeup mirror, and it is used in the torchlight or in the searchlights, and third it is used in the solar cookers, and fourth it is used in the head mirrors by doctors. It is used to examine the some of the organs, and fifth one it is used in the reflecting telescopes. So now let us move on to what are the applications of the convex mirrors. The convex mirrors are used in the vehicles as rear view mirrors because they can given the upright image and provide the wider field of view as they are curved outwards. It is used in the automobiles, isn't it? They are found in the hallways of various buildings including hospitals, hotels, schools and stores. They are usually mounted on a wall or ceiling where hallways make sharp turns. So the schools also we could able to see the mirrors. They are also used on the roads where they are sharp curves and turns. That place also we could able to use the convex mirrors because it produces the small virtual and upright images. They are well suited for the security mirrors or in the rear view mirrors. So these are the applications of the convex mirrors. Are you understand, children? So what and all we discussed in this video? First we discussed the images formed by spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. And second we discussed the what are the applications of the curved mirrors. Okay, are you understood, ma? So next class we are going to discuss types of reflection. Thank you, children.